Recent discovery has shown that over 60% of teachers do not have job satisfaction and are psychologically discouraged due to low take-home pay, welfare packages, and perceived disregard for their contribution to national building. The postulation that teachers' rewards are in heaven is a common saying in Nigerian society that gives credence to the fact that teachers are not meant to live well on earth. But the present administration think otherwise, that teachers at all levels should enjoy the labor of their hands while alive and not when they are dead. This was backed with the approval of a number of incentives by the federal government at the celebration of this year's World Teachers' Day, which include a special pension scheme to enable the teaching profession to retain its experienced talent, as well as extend teachers' retirement age to 65 years and the duration of teacher years to 40 years. Special salary scale for teachers in basic and secondary schools, including provision of rural posting allowance, science teachers allowance, and peculiar allowances. Building low-cost houses for teachers in rural areas, sponsorship of at least one refresher training per annum to benchmark best practices for improved teaching and learning, expansion of the annual Presidential Teacher and Schools Award to cover more categories, the introduction of bursary awards to education students in universities and colleges of education with the assurance of automatic employment upon graduation. These also include payment of stipend to Bachelor of Education students as well as guaranteeing them automatic employment after graduation. Tertiary Education Fund, TED Fund, will non-fund teaching practice in universities and colleges of education, free tuition and automatic admission for biological children of teachers in their respective schools to encourage and retain them in the system, among others.
He is the camera with which the society look at itself. A teacher that is of high repute is more than a father of the children, is more than a mother of the children. He is the target, he is the example setter. So whatever the child becomes, he is a reflection of what the teacher is or was.
Personally, I will give kudos to Mr. President especially for deeming it fit to do this to Nigerian teachers. It will definitely go a long way. It will go a long way to boost the morale of the teachers. We just pray and hope that it will not linger before it's begin to materialize.
Coming from all this, stakeholders believe that the administration has shown the need for quality education of teachers in terms of professional development is their priority, and what is left is for the teachers to put in their best.
Even with our deficit in infrastructure, a motivated teacher can still make a difference. So I think it's going to make a lot of difference. Number one, we are going to be able to retain more teachers. Number two, it will give them confidence. Number three is that it will boost their morale. It will show that they are recognized and they are respected. And then it's part of the process of, taking back that place of pride that the teaching profession and teachers occupied in Nigerian society.
I think we teachers have a cause to smile this time around. Question of saying that teachers are regarded as the flotsam and the jetsam of the society is no longer there. With these intense incentives, people will now struggle to become teachers. People will now struggle to read education because they know that this chunk of incentives are there.
In order not to see the pronouncement as a mere rhetoric, the Ministry of Education has been directed to ensure an accelerated implementation of these policies and measures in collaboration with state, local government, the Office of Head of Civil Service of the Federation, the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, and other relevant agencies in the system. There is this quote by Bill Gates that says technology is just a tool in terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them. The teacher is the most important. Hamman Jabani, NTA News.